What is good, Clouded people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam exposing all these wannabe Tatianas because it looks like COVID is ruining hot girl summer this year in 2020. Ain't no girls getting away with acting like they run through dudes without feelings involved, since one of the self-proclaimed bad bitches of the game, Rubi Rose, was just exposed and more specifically embarrassed by Lil Tjay on social media in front of millions of people. And when I say bad, I mean it. Like, this girl got a waist of a spaghetti noodle and the cheeks of a fucking 93.7 ground beef meatball, goddamn. But getting publicly embarrassed happens a lot when you're a public figure though, and honestly she's getting clout whether she likes it or not. In fact, she just dropped a new music video too, probably getting hella streams, so she can't even complain. But before we get into all that, there was actually a three-way tie for Bob Game featured comment of the video from Whoopi, Brian Young, and Amel, who said respectively, "I'ma commit a homicide if Cardi doesn't drop a whole lot of red. Cardi's music evolving like my Pokemon pincer," which doesn't evolve, and Cardi's baby voice made Pierre go back in. All I know is y'all better watch out before Cardi gets his goon who took the charges for him and his arrest a month back to come find you to surgically implant a squeak toy in your throat so your voice is permanently like 645 AR. But back to the topic, Lil Tjay exposes Tatiana Rubi Rose and possibly gets exposed himself for the simp he is. Let's talk about it. Just FYI, I know I was a couple days late on this topic because I wasn't originally going to cover it, but it was so entertaining to watch that I just had to research into it. Okay, so to begin, a couple days ago, Lil Tjay turned 19 and was trying to celebrate, so he did what any single guy of that age would do. Not me, of course, because my heart only belongs to one woman, the streets. And Rubi Rose happened to be the lucky winner of the weekend, whom he apparently flew out to stay with him at his hotel. It looked like they were all booed up for a night, and not just one of them, but both of them were simping hard. Someone probably squirted too much simp sauce on the burger they split with the room service at the hotel, because Tjay even posted on his IG story with the two laying in bed, and he allowed Rubi to say, "Hey everyone, we're the newest couple," sounding like they just held hands with the opposite gender for the first time in 3rd grade.
Hey everyone, we're the newest couple.
See your face. What is it? Self me.
TJ, I look ugly as fuck.
Nah.
Don't.
It didn't stop there though. Then Tjay was trying to flex that he got with the baddest in the game, as he should, shoving the camera all in her face like it was Bang Bros POV. At this point, even Rubi Rose was trying to hide herself, although it was probably because her makeup was all smeared from getting blasted in the face by a fire hydrant. Still though, Tjay losing some pimp points, turning that first P in pimp to an S. The honeymoon phase of the newest rap couple didn't last long though, like every 21st century relationship, and all of a sudden Lil Tjay posted a video of Rubi Rose looking all upset like Tjay accidentally put it in the wrong hole, captioned with, "Broke her heart, she called the cops on me."
So there's no flights on that?
Shortly afterwards, Tjay posted another video where you can hear him tell her not to touch him, please, to which she responds, "Okay, so are you going to get me a flight home?" And Tjay, being the savage he is, said no.
Don't touch me, please. Please don't touch me.
Okay, so are you gonna give me a fight?
No!
Now, normally this isn't an uncommon occurrence in the rap game, flying out Tatianas, piping them out, and letting them figure out what to do after post-nut clarity. By the way, I do not condone this behavior. Men should respect women. Don't be a simp, but get her a round trip to avoid situations like this so you don't have to worry about it. However, specifically with Rubi Rose, who is a prominent figure in the bad hot girl summer movement, claiming she got all this money and don't care if a rapper trying to fly her out because nothing impresses her, according to a recent Genius interview.
I don't want to trip. I don't want to get flued out. I hate when niggas try and say they can fly me out. My response is like, nigga, I will fly you out. What are you talking about? It's so funny now because like stuff that used to excite me then when I was poor does not excite me anymore. So like a couple thousand No. That's not enough.
First of all, I will take you to China and flew you big time at the Wuhan wet markets if you keep mispronouncing words like that. I know I say weird like that, but goddamn, the past tense of flown out is something we learned in elementary school. But to give more insight on Rubi Rose's track record of simping rappers, she also confirmed that she dated Travis Scott and 21 Savage at one point in time as well a while back, possibly underage because she's only 21 currently, but we ain't getting into that because I ain't trying to get anybody in trouble.
Well, because there are rumors about you and various famous men. I'm going to name a few.
Okay, I'll tell you.
You could react.
Okay.
Travis Scott.
When I was younger. Oh wait, actually, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this game. I shouldn't do.
21 Savage.
When I was younger. Oh wait.
So you admitted to two of them, Travis Scott and 21 Savage when you were younger. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. You pick some strong, you know what I mean?
And I was with them like a long time ago, like.
Yeah, well, you're 21. It couldn't have been that long ago.
Another issue with Rubi in this scenario arises from her real G ethics that she tries to portray, wherein she even claimed that while she dated Playboy Carti, and yes, they dated too, that he shot a gun during one of their fights. I believe she also claimed that she was blooded up at one point, but I'm not completely sure on that.
We got in a little argument because I hid his phones before his flight, and it just was like we were outside. He like, it wasn't directly at me. It was just more like.
Okay, so before this incident. Okay, so before this incident, he would get on your balcony and just shoot off his gun, and no one would say anything. No one called the police or.
It's Atlanta. Yeah,
that's normal shit in Atlanta.
Well, where I was staying at, yeah.
So no one was like wanted to have the police come out anyway. So they were just like, all right.
No.
No one got hit. All right.
No, yeah.
We'll go back to watching TV.
It's normal.
Side note, respect to Carti for keeping it trill, but she rode with that publicity stunt thinking she held it down, and now she's being a hypocrite and saying all that, then calling the cops on Lil Tjay for not flying her back home after she got piped down. First of all, sweetie, you should have made sure them tickets had a round trip, because if not, you were asking for that to happen. But now that we got all that out of the way, apparently the reason Tjay and Rubi got in a fight so soon after being all booed up the night before was because when he was sleeping, she went through his phone and saw him texting or DMing other girls.
Rubi, please stop reliving the situation before I have to respond, bro. And I don't want to respond, bro. So please, just chill, bro. Please, bro. Like, y'all doing too much, bro. Life is good. For clout. So I embarrassed her. You feel me? That's it. I'm not playing. I don't care about none of this industry shit. None of that. I chill. I mind my business. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. Like, that ass, like. Yeah, like, for me, these females, too, like, bro, I ain't really into explaining. I don't really even care what y'all think, but this is just one time for y'all. Just to sum it up real quick. Just real quick, one time. Rubi came to my house, seen another girl texting my phone, got mad, emotional, and called the police on me.
But after getting humiliated online, Rubi had to let us know what really went down, in that it looks like Tjay may have been simping all along too. Not that we didn't know that from the duck lips he was giving us on the first Instagram story we watched with Rubi Rose in bed. In fact, she further explained her side of the story on Twitter, explicitly stating, "We was f***ing with each other ever since last year. The dude been begging me to be his girlfriend. I finally say yes and come down for his birthday because he said he never had a real one. Got a chef to cook, deadass went out of my way for a dude. I caught him with a fan of mine, so I wanted to leave." So essentially she caught him trying to smash another chick, possibly on the same weekend, since it was his birthday, that was supposedly one of her fans, which I don't know how she would know that unless she checked who she was following on Instagram, which is some stalker shit, but I guess that's what chicks be doing nowadays when they catch their man simping with another woman. The story with Rubi ends with her pretty much accepting the L for what it was, so gotta give her respect, cause you can't win without some losses. Plus she got hella clout from the altercation, which she didn't necessarily have before, especially with hip-hop fans, because before she probably had a bunch of white knights trying to send her cash apps in her comments of every one of her photos for feet pics, whereas now people may actually check out her music that she's trying to push. Although in my opinion her latest music video was pretty trash, not the video, just the music, but if you put that on mute, it is a banger. Last thing she mentioned is she may be switching to the other side with girls from now on so she doesn't get played anymore, and quite possibly getting a new peen implant, but we'll see about that. By the way, Lil Tjay did end up paying for her flight home, as seen from her response on Twitter. Y'all didn't think TJ was out of the hot water, did you? By the way, before we get into this next chick, make a mental note for later in the comments on who came out on top between TJ and Rubi Rose, cause it's about to get real. So after Chinese Kitty, an Instagram model turned rapper, I guess, I know nothing about her, so if that statement's wrong, y'all can show up to my house and castrate me, I don't really care, had a whiff of the disrespect Lil Tjay was giving Rubi Rose online, so she felt like she needed to put him in his place because apparently he was simping for her on this same very weekend of his birthday via Instagram DMs without any response. In fact, she posted screenshots of their conversation where it looks like TJ is talking to himself, perhaps trying to cop a feature or at least some moaning ad-libs from her Chinese Kitty in the studio, but on the right you'll notice she labels it LMAO, you look dumb thirsty. In the other screenshot, she calls him weird and thirsty again for trying to FaceTime her and telling her he loves her. But hey, the kid is 19 and sings. What did you expect from TJ? To be toting a f***ing AK-47 macking on hoes like he's caught hella bodies in the street of New York? Nah, he's gonna sweeten them up like some Eggo waffles. But as I was saying, Lil Tjay responds on his Instagram story once again and gives us some information as to why she may be mad too, because apparently he piped her out in front of her own son while he was in the room.
Chinese Kitty, why do you want clout? Why are you clout chasing? Why don't you tell the world how I fucked you on the bed with your son in the room? Fuck you talking about? Why don't you tell the world that? Fuck you talking about? Stop playing with me. Smelly great, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Bitches be fucking thoughts. And word of my mother, I try to tell Shorty chill. I'm like, yo, you wildin', like, your son right there. She like, no, come in the closet. Word of my mother, like, fuck out of here. She's a whole die, bro. I don't know what's wrong with y'all girls. Like, y'all really love me or something.
She obviously denied these allegations. However, after what happened with Rubi, all I'm gonna say is we can't trust these hoes no more. TJ ain't denying simping whatsoever, and respect to Rubi for holding the L, but Chinese Kitty was just looking for some clout off TJ, even DMing him later saying thanks for the clout. Lesson learned on TJ's part for giving these thoughts clout on social media by exposing them. That's exactly what they want. They don't care if people hating as long as they're getting OnlyFans subscriptions by posting booty pics with their 4-year-old son in the corner of the reflection on the mirror. But on the other hand, TJ getting hella exposure too from all this drama, so it's a win-win, I guess. Now, shortly after this, TJ was still in his bag on his birthday, probably popped one too many mollies and thought he was Batman or something, and he claimed on Instagram that he is the king of New York, among other things, such as A Boogie's girl trying to love up on him. So he may be beefing with Don Q and A Boogie now, but that's for another video after I get more information if y'all want it. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam exposing TJ for trying to DM me all thirsty last night on his birthday, so he dishes me some clout right quick on Instagram. Let me know in the comments who y'all think came out on top, TJ or the Thotianas. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip-hop news and analysis, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description if you with it. Peace out, cutty people. Not saying.